The 38th annual SummerSlam will be taking place from the MetLife Stadium in New Jersey on Saturday, August 2nd and Sunday, August 3rd, 2025. And in today's video, I'm going to be trying to predict the match card for the event over a month early. Let's kick things off with Roman Reigns, shall we? Because the last time we saw him was when he was speared by Braun Breaker on the Raw after WrestleMania. So I reckon he's going to be coming straight back to feud with Seth Rollins and his faction. But after CM Punk does face John Cena at Night of Champions, where I do think he's going to lose, I reckon Punk is also going to go back after Seth Rollins' faction, and both Roman Reigns and CM Punk are also going to ask LA Knight for his help, because of course he is feuding with them at the minute as well. Now, of course, Roman Reigns, CM Punk, and LA Knight all don't really like each other, but they hate Seth Rollins a whole lot more. For the World Championship, I think Sami Zayn is going to get a shot at it. Yes, he didn't win King of the Ring, but I do think he is going to beat Karrion Kross at Night of Champions. And then once Gunther defeats Goldberg at Saturday night's main event, I think Sami Zayn is going to manage to get an opportunity at that championship belt once again. As for Logan Paul, the reality is he almost definitely will be on the card, even if quite a lot of us don't necessarily want him to be on it. But I reckon he is going to be taking on Randy Orton. Why? Well, I don't think Randy Orton is actually going to win the King of the Ring tournament, but I do think he is going to try and help Cody to take on John Cena. And to do that, he's going to try and take out John Cena's friend, Logan Paul. One less thing for Cody to worry about, basically. Up next, I do think Bianca Belair is going to be taking on Naomi. The two have been feuding for quite some time now, and I do reckon Bianca Belair will return to the ring at SummerSlam, and this would be a huge match, no doubt about it. And I definitely think this is going to be one which Bianca Belair wins, but Naomi doesn't. And I do think it's going to be quite an interesting story as well, especially at SummerSlam. Now, I have a bad feeling WWE are going to do something which is going to really weaken the Queen of the Ring final, and that is have Asuka lose the Queen of the Ring final, which obviously I'm fine with, but then after that, still giving Asuka the championship shot at SummerSlam against Io Sky. What I reckon they're going to do is either the week after SummerSlam or even at Evolution, not week after SummerSlam, week after Night of Champions or at Evolution itself, I reckon Asuka is going to turn heel on Io Sky, and then we are still going to get this match at SummerSlam, even though I do think Jade Cargill is going to win Queen of the Ring. Up next, Drew McIntyre versus Damian Priest. Now, these two we all thought were going to be concluding their feud in that steel cage match, but let's face it, feuds very rarely end in a concerto, and Drew McIntyre was written off TV from it. So I reckon this is going to continue, and it will continue in a last man standing match at SummerSlam. As for the Women's Intercontinental Championship match, it's kind of anybody's guess, because I am dead certain that Becky Lynch will be on SummerSlam, and I know she's teasing being a double champion, but I can't really actually see that happening anytime soon. So I'm going to guess Becky Lynch versus Stephanie Vaquer. Stephanie Vaquer is massively hot right now. She's a newcomer in WWE, so I could see them showcasing her on a big stage like SummerSlam. But it is quite a bit of a guess. Up next, let's talk about the Women's Tag Team Championships, because I do think Rhea Ripley and Nikki Bella are going to team up to take on Raquel and Roxanne at Evolution, and they will win the Women's Tag Team Championships and then go on to SummerSlam to defend them in a 4-way tag match. The other two teams being Charlotte and Alexa Bliss, we have seen that teased, and then also Bayley and Lyra Valkyria, who I reckon after their match with Becky Lynch at Evolution, they will have a lot of cracks in their relationship, so there'll be a lot of interesting dynamics in this matchup. As for the men's WWE Tag Team Championships, I also predict a multi-man match. In fact, I predict a 5-way matchup, and not only that, but a 5-way ladder matchup, with the Wyatt Six taking on DIY Motor City Machine Guns, the Street Profits, and Fraxium. Of course, this weekend at Night of Champions, Solo Sikoa will be taking on Jacob Fatu, and I do think Solo Sikoa is going to be winning that United States Championship, but will then defend it again against Jacob Fatu at SummerSlam in Bloodline Rules. We know how these things go. There will be a lot of interferences, but I do think it's going to be a lot of fun. As for the World Tag Team Championships, the New Day surely have to be defending them on this show. And I don't really know what they could do here. My prediction is going to be a triple threat tag team match. I know another multi-person tag match, but it's all I can really think of to get these people on the card against Balor and JD and then the War Raiders. Because again, surely they are going to get Finn Balor on a 2-night SummerSlam card. But at the same time, no way can it just be New Day versus JD and Balor, because then it would be heel versus heel. So I do think they are going to need the War Raiders in there, just so the crowd have somebody to cheer for. As for the Intercontinental Championship, I do think Dominic Mysterio will still be the champion, and I do reckon he will be defending it against AJ Styles and Penta. We of course know Dom and AJ have been feuding. Their match has been postponed due to Dominic Mysterio's injury. We don't know when it's going to happen, but I do think it's going to go all the way to SummerSlam, and it will be a 3-way, including Penta. Why? Well, because Penta is ridiculously over right now. He has to be on the SummerSlam card. As for the WWE Women's Championship, I reckon Tiffany Stratton will still be the champion and will be defending against, like I said earlier, the Queen of the Ring winner, Jade Cargill. Now, this is a blockbuster match if I have ever seen one. And again, another match where I could potentially see a cash-in happen, especially if Naomi versus Belair takes place the night before. And then the main event, I do think is going to be a WrestleMania rematch, Cody Rhodes versus John Cena. Now, I'm going to be honest here, I'm not the biggest fan of this. I think this is a little too early for Cody to be getting his rematch. I do think they risk fans turning on Cody by giving him another massive match so soon against John Cena, but I think it is what they are going to do, because no way can I see Randy Orton winning King of the Ring. I mean, we've already established the fact that he actually can't go one-on-one with John Cena ever again. Now, I guess potentially what they could do is either have John Cena ruin the King of the Ring final, making it a triple threat at SummerSlam, or maybe, I don't know, do something else stupid, like say Randy Orton wins, and that means that he can't face Cena one-on-one, so Cody has to do it too, or something like that. It would be dumb though, and that feels very unlike Triple H. It feels a lot like Vince McMahon, but not like Triple H. So I don't think they're going to do that. I think it's just going to be a very simple John Cena, Cody Rhodes, main event, WWE Championship. But that does bring us to the end of the video, guys. If you did like, please hit a thumbs up and subscribe down below, and let me know your predicted match card for WrestleMania, not for WrestleMania, for SummerSlam 2025. Thank you, guys.